probably know me as the greatest musician in the world, or that guy from Dr. Phil. But I think that you all should know my backstory. It's quite a great backstory, if you ask me. So sit down, grab a drink, and let's get started. Now, where shall we start? My birth. I don't know when I was born. My parents never really told me about that. But I have a feeling it was sometime in September. I don't know why, I just do. And when I was born, my parents always had a thought of raising me as a quirky, stupid, funny kind of guy, comedian, whatever. And they didn't like my musical geniusness. So they put me in the street. I had to sit in a corner where I lived. And there was a big fire hydrant that dogs always used to pee on, and it was ugh. And that's where I lived. If you think about it, a dog's poop yard isn't a great place to live. So I decided I would use the thing that got me into this mess to get me out. My music. I started playing concerts up in the trees, in the parks in Brooklyn, and I played. And there were animals all around me. And all around me, they were everywhere and everywhere. There were squirrels nibbling on my hat. There were raccoons scratching my face. It was all a great journey. And the animals loved my music, unlike humans. So humans thought, well, if animals are smarter than us, then he's probably a good musician. And that's the lifestyle you should live. So people started liking my music. Everyone did. By everyone, I meant everyone. And one day, my manager showed up. And you knew he was a manager. He was a seagull. I only saw pigeons. So, he said a couple words to me. Oh! 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 And by that I knew that he was a great manager. He had to be mine. So I put him in a cage, and I took him to my house, which wasn't the dog poop yard. It was now the dumpster, the raccoon cafeteria. So I had him in my cage, and I put him down in the dumpster, and we had a talk. He seemed angry. Some things he said were, oh, oh, oh. I knew that he wanted me to record my stuff. Now you can't find it on iTunes. You can't find it on YouTube. You can't find it on Spotify, Pandora, or anything, not even the radio. But if you want it, you have to come to my raccoon cafeteria. So I was getting pretty big over the years, you know, Mr. Hans Washerman at his club. Yes, I started a club. It's in the middle of a meadow. I couldn't ever tell you where. People never came. Just a ton of rowdy animals. Like, I was playing my song, Raccoon, didn't like it, so he nibbled a bit of my ear. Still classified it. But I always was on stage, everyone loved me, everything was great. Now, this is when my big break came. I got a call from Julian Lennon's manager, Julian Lennon. He called me and said, Hans, you've been exploding. How would you like a gig on April 13th at 6 o'clock to open for Julian's concert? I was wowed. I was out of my seat excited. It was very, very awesome. I was so excited. And I just couldn't wait. I immediately said yes, told my manager, and he was so happy. Know what he said? Oh! 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 It's very nice. What kindest words he ever said to me. So, it's April 13th, 5:50. I'm a little nervous because the crowd is like 10 people. I mean, come on, that's amazing. Well, 10, maybe like 50 people. I mean, it was a very small show. And I was so freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I make Julian Lennon look bad? This would be terrible. I don't want him to look bad. And then I see my sister Lattice backstage. Probably know her because she was on Dr. Phil with me. She told me everything was going to be alright. And somehow she had brought my daughter because they were best friends. And she walked away. And the thing that encouraged me is she had a chicken wing in her back pocket. That made me say, maybe I do good, she'll give me a chicken wing. So I went out there, I played my hardest. It was great. I didn't use a microphone because they're not for professionals. They're for weak-voiced younglings. And I sang my heart out. I lost my voice, but I still did well. I got a couple cheers and a couple laughs and a couple round of applause. And yeah, it was a great night. My sister didn't really give me a I got to eat leaves, and that's always good. So I go back to my raccoon cafeteria, and guess who's sitting in it? A beautiful woman, the woman of my dreams. Little did I know her name was Lizzie, and little did I know that we would be married soon. And so, Lizzie, I told her, my first words to her were, that's my house, get out of it. She then bought me everything. But Mr. Charming Hans Washerman won her over. We only had to tie her up so that she would marry me. So, let's see. I told you about my wife. I told you about my Julian Lennon concert in '79. I told you about my childhood. Now I gotta tell you about present day. I live in Malibu, in this big house where I can play my music anywhere I want. It's such a big house. Except for sometimes I maybe get very harshly yelled at by Lizzie. That's okay. I have no children. They spend all day on the beach. What a great life I live. Hey, I think it's time. Well, that's my story. I hope you enjoyed. Now, to me, we're gonna go boogie boarding. See ya!